And then every time I wear makeup, she's like, oh, you look horrendous. Hey everyone, welcome to Hau Chic. So I'm on the computer here and I'm facing this way because I am going to show you my skincare journey throughout the years. And I guess I've started skincare since I was about 14 years old, in inspiration since the Michelle Phan days, where she always said, please do take care of your skin. Prevention is key, and I guess I started my anti-aging journey since then. So I did try a whole bunch of products back then. I used my mum's Olay cream, and it was fine for my skin. And then I guess I just kept it kind of built curiosity into my skincare routine, and I was intrigued by this whole beauty world. Now, my mum is not exactly the most enthusiastic about the beauty world. She would say natural is a lot better, don't wear too much makeup, and just use this Olay cream. Don't use all these like 10-step skincare routines, it's too much. So I grew up with that kind of mentality where skincare minimalism is a good thing, but it's actually a really nice way to appreciate what you have in your skincare routine. And it's nice that I have my mom's support every time she compliments me. She's like, Abby, you're the most beautiful and you don't need all this makeup to cover up anything. So natural, you look so much prettier. And then every time I wear makeup, she's like, oh, you look horrendous. So that's how I think that's actually the best mentality to have when it comes to your relationship with beauty and makeup. I guess my beginnings of skincare, I had really good skin, and sadly I don't have that many photos back then. I didn't get any cameras back then until about 2010, so slightly afterwards. So I was already into the K-beauty world, as you can see, the Laneige water sleeping pack. I was already loving that at the beginning. The Super BB cream, it's really old school, it brings back memories. That was my favorite BB cream at the time. And then I used this number 7 Beautiful Skin cleansing water. So I used this, I remember, and I used like a toner and then some sort of cream, but I can't remember exactly which one. And then this one I'd use occasionally every other night on top of my moisturizer. Let's have a look here. Oh, there's another thing of Lush skincare. So this is the Angels on Bare Skin. I actually remember not liking this one. This actually irritated my skin more than it helped. I think it's mostly because of the lavender. There's like fragments of lavender in this one. And then this is the BBC. I still love this mask. It's a fresh face mask. It's not the most, I guess, exciting of all face masks. You put it on, it feels really nice, but then when it comes to the effects, it's not exactly like mind-blowing, but it is a nice mask. Again, more Laneige. I love the Laneige skincare. And then this is a peeling gel, which I use to exfoliate the skin. And then I love Laneige and still love Laneige to this day. So I can't believe it kind of just brings back a lot of memories. I think this green line was the sensitive skin line, which is really good because I think I was already cautious of what I was putting onto my face, but I was still learning what my skin liked at the time. So when I was younger, I used to suffer from acne, but also sensitivity to a lot of things. I would have redness, breakouts, and it would just be really painful at the time. And my skin was burning a lot, so it was not just like little pimples here and there, it was literally my whole face. And I have a picture of that, and I was so ashamed of showing my face, and I was doing Blogspot at the time. Who remembers Blogspot? This was my photo back then. And you can see here, you can see the blotchiness here, the burning over here. My skin was just dry as ever, and it was just burning, itching. I had a few breakouts. It's really congested in this area, and it was just really painful. And I remember going into the beauty store, and it was just really embarrassing to walk through, because I just felt like every skincare beauty counter was just staring at, like, what happened, like, this is crazy. And I just felt really self-conscious. But then I just didn't really let it get to me too much. I think with my skin, I just let it do its thing, because it's reacting to literally everything and every skincare product. Even Olay, the sensitive version, was burning me. Laneige was burning for me. And then the sensitive line, it didn't burn me, but it just felt like my skin was still itchy. But it didn't make my skin itchy. It was already itchy in the first place. It just felt like I was rubbing cream on top and then nothing was happening. And then that's when I was first introduced to this famous skincare that I always go back to. So this is by a brand called Sana. So you can see the logo here. And they are very famous for their soy cleansing line, and, well, this whole soy line. And this one is special because it's their rice line. And I don't see this anymore, but I actually tried this rice line first. This is the toner, but I think I tried the lotion first. And I just felt like as soon as I used that lotion, my skin was soothed. And bearing in mind, back then, my skin was burning at everything it touched, and it was just scarred all the time. And I was just like, what do I use on my skin? So I just kept using that lotion, and then I came across another YouTuber called Melody Marita, and she also recommended the face cream. So I guess coming back to UK from Hong Kong, my transition to using a thicker cream was a lot more, it was a lot better for my skin at the time, because in UK it's a lot drier than Hong Kong. So when I did use the cream, it was very, very soothing. And the only thing I actually used was, I didn't cleanse my skin with any cleanser, because even the water was already irritating my skin. So at least I washed my face with the water, and then I went ahead with my cream, and my skin healed a lot, and then it got somewhere normal. And you can see here, even this picture, it was still a little bit congested, but at least my cheek areas, they were starting to look a bit healthier as compared to here. So this was my transition. And later on, that's when I started using the cleanser. And funnily enough, I still use these Sana products to this day. And this is what, I think it was about 10 years ago, and I still love them. Sometimes I always go back to these products because they just work every time, and they really nourish and soothe the skin. They don't have fragrance, they don't have high contents of alcohol. They're just very soothing because of the moisturizing ingredients. And soy isoflavone, I think that's how you pronounce it, is very, very good and soothing for the skin. So I think that is why my cheeks started to calm down. Then, after using all of these products, I really, really loved them, and I didn't want to touch any other product for a very, very, very long time. I even used their anti-aging range, but I didn't get along with this one at the time because it does contain a little bit more alcohol. Well, basically there is some alcohol compared to no alcohol, unless it's like very, very minuscule amounts. And I mainly stuck with the cleanser and just the cream. I didn't use these two in between. And the reason for that was that I do get flare-ups of my skin every so often, and I always, sometimes I even just strip it back just the cream and no cleanser. And that actually helped to repair the barrier for my skin, because basically at the time I think I just tried so many products that my skin just reacted crazily, and it couldn't take that many products constantly changing. So that was one of the lessons that I learned, but also I did find a solution for myself, which was this brand. And also I did eat very well. So I did have very good skin after that throughout my A levels, and it was very clear. Is there a picture? No, I don't think so. And then I had very, very, very beautiful skin up until I went to uni. And so uni, I was 18 years old, and for some reason I started having crazy acne everywhere. And here's one of the photos. I think this one I just finished my exams, and you can see, even though I have a terrible camera, front facing camera, and the blurring effect, and you can still see that there's a lot of spots here, on my forehead, on my chin. It's just everywhere. And I think I have another picture here where it shows up, and this is me with wearing makeup. And again, I tried all sorts of spot treatments, and I think the only thing that actually worked for me was using the calamine powder, and I think that soothed the spots to stop me from scratching them at night. But in terms of anything that was quite vigorous in treating them, I'm glad I never went through that route of trying Proactive, Clearasil. I was still very gentle on my face, and I still continued to use my 2 Sana products and nothing else. I didn't bother touching anything else because I felt that everything else was just irritating my skin, and I didn't want to go through the tormenting phase of having burning skin and acne at the same time. And at the time it lasted for around 1 year, and I just remember being really frustrated with it, but it also got up to the point where I didn't care about it anymore. I never really let the acne kind of bother me. If someone said something about it, it didn't really bother me. I just knew it was a phase, and it was exactly 1 year from summer to summer next year, and suddenly my skin just became clear. Well, not perfect, but it was a lot clearer, and I had a lot of acne scarring at the top of my head. But otherwise, from acne, I was very clear. So I never really struggled with acne afterwards, and that was a blessing. And I still continue to use my Sana products, but also I tried, this was like the moment where I tried to move away from them and try other things, because I wanted a little bit more fun in my skincare routine. So I did try, okay, so this is my memory book of everything that I do. I have food and drinks, places, activities, things that I've done, but also I have skincare. I haven't kept up to date with it because, I don't know, I just do pictures on Instagram these days. Let's have a look. So this is actually the time where I moved to my expensive journey. This was actually a very fun era, I guess, because I've never tried luxury skincare, and I tried Lancome for the first time, and I just really loved being in the shop. And I guess with all of their skincare, they were very, very beautifully packaged, and I just found so much satisfaction. I can insert another insert of what I used at the time. So I went through Lancome, I went through Dior skincare, I also went through Chanel and a lot of Kiehl's. What else is there? I read quite a bit. I had Elizabeth Arden, and I think those were the main ones. And I had pretty good skin at the time. My skin was very clear. This was actually a picture for my sister's. We were finding a wedding dress for my sister, and this was quite a happy memory. But you can see my skin is pretty clear. There's no particular like breakouts or anything like that, and it was very glowy as well. And I guess that phase just went through, and I just had pretty happy skin. I think it was just after the hormonal changes that my skin finally settled. I didn't have to worry about reacting with everything, because I guess with luxury skincare they do emphasize on the experience you give, and it's not necessarily very amazing ingredients in terms of like nice vitamin C's, niacinamides, beautiful flower extracts or Centella asiatica. It's they have very good ingredients, but sometimes it's very low on their list, and they also come with a lot of fragrance and a lot of silicones to give that feeling of smooth application. So then after my bougie skincare phase, which I actually made a video about this previously, going through all the products from last year, and that was kind of like my cross hybrid situation where I kind of prefer going back to K and J Beauty again, especially to my Sana products, because I just love them. Please sponsor me, because I do love these products so much. It's been 8 years. It's a very good relationship to have with Sana. But anyway, and I switched to brands like Purito, Laneige, Etude House, and I absolutely love them, and that's where it brings me to today. I still have very happy, healthy skin in this picture, and this was taken not too long ago. And even now, in my mini clip of my head inserting into this video, I still have pretty healthy skin. And that is my skincare journey. So all the way from the very beginnings and all the way until now. So you can see my struggles and my journey of what I thought, what I liked, what I went through. Just a little snippet. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you like this video, then please do give it a like and also subscribe. And if you want to chat to me anything beauty, fashion and skincare, then just message me on Instagram at Hau Chic, and I give you all of my hugs and my love. Bye!